And we are back. Welcome back to the channel. My name is not Raisin. At least I hope it doesn't have the microphone on. Yes! Then indeed, everything I just said is true. And we shall continue. Welcome back, everyone. Two more PLO 20. For the time being, a little bit of PLO 10 as well. We're sitting on 4 tables. Well, waiting to be seated on one of them. I do want to get some RunItOnce games in here, which is why we're not sitting on microgaming exclusively right now. And not for much longer. If nothing surprising comes up, we'll be moving up to PLO. Damn, I forgot my T. To PLO 50 next week. No, it's gonna be way too calming. Left the bag in there too long. Oh well. More of a mellow stream coming up, I guess. Right, so we'll be moving up to PLO 50 next week. And thankfully that means we don't need microgaming for that. Unless there's some super convincing tables there, which sometimes there are, but I think we'll be sticking to RunItOnce once more. Which we couldn't in the past, like 2 weeks, because there just weren't enough games at PLO 20. And stepping down to PLO 10, where there usually were enough, don't think so. That's what we're gonna want to do. So PLO 20 it is, for now, on microgaming, and coming next Tuesday, PLO 50. And of course, in case you haven't heard, on Sunday we're gonna do a little celebration stream with a small stream with a big giveaway. Celebrating, of course, us moving up to PLO 50, and we'll do this by starting the stream at 6. We'll have the home games at 7, which include a play money tournament with a small prize pool added by me and a bounty on me in both PLO tournaments. The other tournament is a real money tournament, $2.20 to enter. Play money tournament has a €5 prize pool, and that kicks off at 7 PM Central European summertime on Sunday. Hang on. That has to be fine. Looks alright to me. Probably not a huge deal, the board pairing here. Right. So what was I saying? Right, so exactly, the home game kicks off at 7 PM and the giveaway kicks off at 9 PM Central European summertime, and the giveaway is gonna be quite sweet, actually. We are giving away 1 month of free RunItOnce Elite, provided by the very generous folks at RunItOnce. And additionally, a month of the PLO Matrix, provided by the equally generous folks over at Upswing. As well as 5 gifts, if I'm able to say it, and you'll know. Hang on. Gift subscriptions for the channel. That was tougher than I figured. So yeah, exciting stuff. For some different tables. Chauser in the house and Rafael Madeira. Never can quite believe that I'm on. Hi guys. What up? What? 25! That makes it 25 freaking subscribers! Rafael, that's awesome, man! What a surprise! Oh man, thank you very much for the subscription. What is going on? Oh. Right, and perfect timing, Rafael Madeira. The pot button is now part of the regular Tier 1 subscription, as it should be. Oh, thank you very much. It's making my night right there already. Right, so PLO 50 has enough traffic, at least. Let's see. Well, you know, right now it's kinda making me a liar with only 7 entries. But Like all the other days, there were at least 4 tables going on, pretty much all around the clock. For a given value of around the clock, meaning the times that I checked the schedule, which, the traffic, which is starting at like noon to 2 in the afternoon, Central European Summer Time, until, you know, later night. So yes, PLO 50 traffic is usually decent. Ooh, and we have a good things are happening. We have a PLO 20 stream, table on RunItOnce, of course. No dice for the first hand. I'm gonna do up here. Checking is fine. You know, I didn't even see that. You know what else is on? The sub hype! The sub hype indeed, man. It's just unbelievable to me. 35 people subscribe to the channel now. And full disclosure, one of them is myself with a... Because I wanted that subs, the 25 subscription points. So I used Amazon Prime I have laying around and subscribe to myself, which I think the Catholic Church is against. Ooh, it's certainly against outflopping this guy here after he is brave enough to put the 3-bet in. It's quite nasty. And wow, that's a huge flop actually. It's not just a great flop, it's a huge flop. If top set, a gutter, a flush draw, wow. Question is how do we go about this? I think we're smashing this board so hard that we're just calling here. Really? Can we get any more money in here? How can we get any more money in here? I think we need to check. Up here we make a straight, which might actually be good. I'll let you know what happens up there. Yeah, I don't know, maybe I need to check here? No, I tell a lie, he did call. Took it out on table 2 as well, with a small bet sizing there. Let's check out what this poor gentleman had. I'm sure he had us beat before the flop, right? Yeah, indeed, with aces. And an 8 and a 7 in his hand. Wow. Ooh, that was rough. No, we're not folding this. It's unfortunate that it's a splash pot, ballooning up the pot size here. Here, this is alrighty. Oh, we are 3-handed. I didn't notice that, then I would have just bet pot here. Well, that'll work too. That's the flush draw. I think I'm gonna call here. Don't get rewarded for it, huh? He bets the rest of his money, we're gonna fold. Sure about the turn call. I mean, well, I don't hate it. It was for half pot. We had the flush draw, we had full house outs. So this guy came to play. He 3-bet the second hand now in a row. The min raise now, okay. Flop interesting over here. Flop very interesting over here. That's Sunday hype. Yeah, I couldn't be more hype, man. I'm so satisfied, I guess is an appropriate word, with RunItOnce and the Matrix saying, yeah, okay, we will donate a free month. Oh, a little blown away by that. And maybe this bet sizing, they weren't, like when I bet full pot here, maybe I should have sized down here. Here, this one we're gonna let go. Wow, this guy, now I'm really curious what he shows up with. Okay. Incidentally, we would have had a pair of 7s, which wouldn't have been good. So yeah, there's somewhere between pink shirt and blue shirt right away, right? Liking this guy. A lot. Right, Shaza, how's PLO 2 going? Let me check. Well, you know what? He had a 10. I mean, I guess he had a blocker situation going on with 9. Well, I'm glad it's treating you well, man. Happy to hear it. 10, 6, 4. Honestly, I think we might need to let this one go. No, you know what? We won't, because it's Pandamania. I almost folded here against Panda, who we have some experience with now. He is pretty nuts pre-flop and plays reasonably on the flop and beyond. So I am looking to play as many hands as I can with him. Incidentally, he's sitting on the other microgaming tables as well, and I think as long as he doesn't quit this session, should we add more microgaming tables, he'll be on all of them. Another red tag on a new PLO 20 table in microgaming. Not really sure what this guy is about. We'll soon know. I assume I have HUD stats on him. Yeah, so how are you doing, Chowser on PLO 2? Over the last, like, week or so? Just seeing 25 subscribers down there makes me smile every time I look over. In case you're wondering why I'm occasionally grinning like an idiot. I mean, more than usual. Let's just call here for now. Love to see HUD stats on this guy first. This is not a bad flop, I would say. Top pair, second nut flush draw. Guten Tag! Sleep well, beast. Guten Tag indeed. Nice to see you here. Yeah, welcome to the channel. The name of the game on this channel is PLO. We moved up from PLO 10 after 1 month to PLO 20. And now next week we'll be moving up to PLO 50 with a sweet giveaway this Sunday, on this Sunday stream, giving away 1 month of RunItOnce Elite training, 1 month of the PLO Matrix, provided by, you know, Upswing and RunItOnce, and 5 gift subscriptions for the channel. So it's gonna be cool. Also, that's a nice nick, Sleep Well Beast. I dig it. With the flush draw on the pair, we're not folding here. I think we're calling down. Yeah, he did have it, okay. That's the trouble with versus unknowns. I mean, generally speaking, calling a pot size on the river, you usually want... Yeah, you're bluff catching, or you better have a really good hand. So yeah, I was bluff catching there, for sure. That guy hasn't lost his angry complexion here. Nah, I'm not gonna beat myself up over this call. He either has it or he's bluffing. And there are a bunch of hands he can bluff with. Tens, jacks. I'll make wonderful bluffing hands. There's certainly hands I would turn into a bluff there. Good spot for it. And also, not only is the giveaway happening this Sunday, also the home games return, as they do every Sunday now. Woot! Sleep well, Beast! Thank you very much for the follow, it's very much appreciated. Thanks. Up like 8 buy-ins? Way to go, man. Way to go. Very happy to hear it. Nah, we need to let this one go. Wait for your actual computer. Yeah, you said that you're gonna be on the road. Yeah, not on the road, but away from home. Cool. I mean, playing HUDless, you know, I do it on RunItOnce now all the time. It does have something to be said for it. You pay a different kind of attention to the game, I think. The min raise. Close. I think it's pretty close. We can call. We don't want to fold against the min open. Here we definitely want to c-bet, having top and bottom. A nice blocker, backdoor flush draw. A lot of good things can happen. That's not one of the better things. Actually quite nasty. Get raised down here. No reason not to call. Blind versus blind. Curious. What you gonna do, buddy? Ace with a better kicker, yeah, with jacks. Pretty sad. I think around 100 buy-ins. Is my profit on PLO 20? Something like that? Oh, sorry. So I always strive to have 100 buy-ins for the stake I'm playing. This is one that can be re-raised. This one I checked out earlier. And should be re-raised. Oof. I'm gonna bet once and let it go. I was gonna say cool, but not quite cool, but yeah. Sometimes that's the outcome. Just betting small there is an option. I mean, yeah, but it's maybe even the better option, but some of the better players certainly capitalize on it and even raise there as a bluff. Just why I went with the bigger bet sizing, as I would have had I flopped the nuts there. Okay, a little bit off to a rocky start, but not much. Down like 10, 15 bucks, something like that. I'm still gonna just check. I think the 8-9, stuff like that is gonna call us. Stuff that we beat certainly calls us kings, aces. Also not folding, I think. Ooh, we do beat jacks. A little bit lucky there. But that was his actual hand. And the best thing about moving up is gonna be playing on RunItOnce. Not because, you know, I think it's the best thing since sliced bread. It's a fine site. Just this looks ugly. The microgaming tables. Whereas the RunItOnce tables have a very decent look to them. Gonna make for a nicer looking stream. Well, of course, there are some, you know, pretty amazing things about RunItOnce. Don't get me wrong. Just didn't want to oversell it. But the splash pods, I missed those. And seeing our first 400, 800 or 1000 big blind splash on PLO 50 is gonna be a hoot and a half. Even though sadly I think we kind of would deserve to lose it. Because we have been running pretty pure in splashes. Well, that's it for this hand. On. I'll switch over to the other table, but I wanted to observe what's happening over here, because Glenn, the blue shirt, is quite nutty. I took it down with the 10s and the 8s. Right, Raphael. So with the not enough is the short answer to that. At least currently not enough. When it comes to how much I'm studying, I should be doing much more. So last month I spent maybe 20 hours studying, and roughly the same the month before. But I did watch pretty much all of the free content of Jay Nandes on YouTube, specifically the bankroll challenge when he was doing the micro limit bankroll challenge on microgaming, and then later on party, I believe. Wow, that's a nice hand. And so that's where until I moved to, I started streaming 3 months ago. That's where pretty much all of my 100 big blind PLO knowledge comes from. Apart from that, I mean, I use the matrix daily. And quite a lot, so I guess that certainly counts as studying. Just gonna check here this time. So yeah, that's not included in the 20 hours. I do a lot of work in the matrix for pre-flop stuff. And I did a lot of that when I was short stacking for the last 1.5 years. But yeah, most of my knowledge for 100BB and deeper specifically comes to be still, the bulk of it comes from the free YouTube videos of Jay Nandes. Just because I've watched so much more of that in the last 2 years, 1.5 years, than I've watched from Mastermind so far. So many more hours. The Poker Matrix is here as well. That is a pleasure. Poker Matrix is a fellow streamer. I believe you play stars. You play right now Zoom 50. And you used to be a higher stakes player. And now you're working your way up again, right? Do I have that right? And he has a very nice channel, so do check him out if you like that sweet 2-card action sometimes. Against this guy, really. Well, we have the third nuts. I'll take one off, see what he does on the river. Not a good long-term call, but this time it was awesome. Right, so Matrix... sorry, Matrix. How did I come to Matrix Rake? Of course, is the question. So, microgaming has decent rake, for sure, and with the 51% rakeback for splash pots, RunItOnce is also very, very decent. And in terms of softness, at this time we let him go, at this one we let him go. Oh, the Poker Matrix, thank you for the host, mate. That's awesome. Letting... Nah, not letting these go. So up to PLO 20, at PLO 10 both, let me restart. At PLO 10 both sides are amazing. Microgaming and RunItOnce. At PLO 20, it really depends on the time of day. So most of the day, PLO 20 is actually quite amazing on RunItOnce. It tends to get a little bit tighter, or noticeably tighter, in the early evening hours, like 6 o'clock, like between 6 and 7 Central European summertime until like 9:30, something like that. That's when the games usually got a little bit tighter during the week. And before and after that, they're very good on both sides. And I always, personally, if I can, I always play on RunItOnce first. Because of the streaming requirements, and I think the anonymous player pool makes people play a little bit more uninhibited. A little less concerned what other people might think about them. I think this might have been a very decent spot on the turn to take it away here when the day's turned, and then fire another barrel on the river. Didn't quite have my head in the game there. Random shell in the house as well. I do the studies for you, you do the playing for me. Deal. Nice to see you, Random. And if you observe, you now have a pot button as well. And of course, you probably read it on Twitter already. In case you haven't, huge giveaway happening this Sunday to celebrate us moving up to PLO. This guy is strange. To PLO 50, we have a giveaway with 1 month of RunItOnce Elite and 1 month of the PLO Matrix and 5 gift subscriptions for the channel. All being given away this Sunday. Stream starts at 6 o'clock Central European time. And the giveaway will start roughly at 9 o'clock. Well, not roughly, it will start at 9 o'clock. That's the plan. Poker did get tougher, yeah, and I would assume especially in No Limit. And he calls here is a little bit worrying because he can't do it with the nut flush draw. He could do it with an ace and a reverse flush draw. Didn't call with the eights. Could have called with ace deuce. That would certainly be trouble. There, my answer is going to be very limited, Poker Matrix, because I don't know many other channels. You could probably do worse than checking out Jay Nanda's channel and check out his long-ass videos that he did when he did the micro bankroll challenge like a year ago. The videos should be around a year old. He, in the beginning, played on microgaming, and each video is like somewhere between 3 and 5 hours long. And he explains a lot about his thought process there. This is a fold, by the way, against this guy in position I'm calling here. Very nice double suited aces on another table. So yeah, what did the most for me was watching the YouTube Jane Anders stuff and using the PLO matrix for pre-flop situations. Letting this one go. Yeah, Chaucer is right on. Is right on the money there. Without a flop, I think we're raising this right away. Looking to get it in if we can / have to. Kippery in the house as well. Alright, let's see what you got. Sixes. Oh, quads are gonna be tough to beat unless... Oh, what if I do flowers too? Well, that's a auspicious start. Rough start, rough start. Yeah, letting this one go. Sorry, letting this one go, of course. Here in position, yeah. Old limp re-raise, really? Oh yeah! Me too. Sorry, here I folded. He bet 3/4 of the pot. Tough for me to make 2 pair. I did have the backdoor flush draw, but nah. I don't think it needs to be called. So session is not starting out greatly. What are you lolling about? Well, if it makes you happy. You did and are helping a lot, Frenchie. Oh, he joined the mastermind. There's that. But I've watched less of that than I should have so far. That I did. About the preflop ranges, I keep learning. That is very true. So, session hasn't started out great, hasn't started out horribly though. We're down 2 blinds, I think I'd run it once, not much more than that. Yeah, we're like down 45 bucks something. It's okay. Switched out table 4 because the other one, like what's his name, Panda Mania left. A short stacker joined, and suddenly you have an opinion about short stackers. Wait, I needed to scroll up. I almost missed you or something. You used me as an example of how important it is to have high performance level? What do you mean? I'm curious. I don't think he should be liking this board all that often. He's telling us otherwise, huh? I think it's worth a shot. Ah, which is only good a smart idea if he has any money behind. He has none. Now I need to call, basically. And he has the nuts, okay, fair enough. But I could have gotten away from this had he had, like, you know, 50 or 80 cents more behind. Now it was just a wonderfully stupid spot. So note to self, this guy is really short. Duh. I'm gonna close my eyes and click call. I had one of those spots a little bit earlier. Oh, there are spots to call, especially multi-way. I don't know if what you're saying there is has to do with a specific hand we just played, or if it's just in general. Against Panda, I'm certainly gonna c-bet against him. He is playing decent post-flop games, so he's not going crazy post. Do take this one down. Start by checking here, I think. Much better spot now to bet 2 pair with only 1 card to come. And making the full house is always a pretty sweet option. Nope. He'd min bet and then 3 bet, 4 bet. Balls deep. The balls deep part cannot be argued with. That sounds very much like the house man. Take one off here. That's not a bad card at all. There's a double gutter. Also might make the blockers meaningful in various rivers. That's not one of them. That is indeed not one of them. Now with 2 pair here, first there's 2, I want to go for the raise, 2 I want to go for the call. The answer is we go for the raise with the 7. And kinda continue turning it into a bluff here, trying to get better 2 pair hands out, like a king 8 or whatever. Sweet. Oh, not worth a shot. What's worth a shot? I'm now I am getting confused. That's pretty sweet against Panda here. Oh, okay. Well, thank you for using me as an example then. That is very satisfying to hear. No, the crazy guy left. Let's hope he comes back. I think we have absolutely no chance of getting called here, to be honest. Maybe I should think about what bet sizing to employ in this spot. Well, we're gonna get it all from him. At least we're gonna get it all in the middle. Really? The flush draw? Oh, good on you. You're gonna get married. Oh, he came back. That's wonderful. Wonderful news. Took his winnings home. Fair enough. I did that in my day. Let me see if I can find a better PLO 20 table. Yep, preferably one with Pandemania on it. So in this flush spot, I really need to play a little bit differently against Panda. Maybe raise the flop right away. It's a player like this. See if he ever calls then, and if he does, or if he doesn't, then I can certainly use this as a bluffing spot against him, and if he does, then that'll be good as well. I think it's close-ish. I think I'll let it go with the 8. Make the 8 a 9, a 10 for sure. Yeah. Closing the action with the 5. I don't think so. Wow. That is amazing. That's very nice of him, Random. I'm happy to hear it. Awesome. Gonna bring the lovely basket full of nuts. Alright, still sitting on 4 tables. Unfortunately, still only one from RunItOnce. Oh, this guy's back. He's certainly one to watch. Yeah, good cause, and also a very rare commodity. I understand he basically doesn't teach right now. Doesn't coach right now. Mr. J. Nandes. Fine hand over here. Three-handed up here, which isn't too exciting. This, however, is... I hope I didn't miss any questions, any comments. The chat has been moving relatively quickly. And I think I'm starting to get my head into the game. Can't really say I had it there to begin in the beginning. What's up with the tables and them breaking on RunItOnce? On the other side. This one's breaking as well. Okay. Get aces on the RunItOnce table. It's quite sweet. Okay, then let's get a PLO 10 table from RunItOnce going. And it might be these I can flat, but it's never a mistake to raise them 400 BB. We have the 9 as a blocker, we block the top set, block top 2. Size up here a little bit. I don't know, maybe the normal bet sizing is good enough as well. Against this guy, very loose aggressive. With the 9 as a blocker, blocking tops. I think I'm going with this. I don't think it's a super optimal spot, but he does have the top set, middle set. It's too sad, too sad. That was the only trouble with the spot, that I hadn't seen him check raise flops yet, I think. Maybe that should have given me a little bit more pass. Oh well. Really? Well, having absolutely no showdown value, I think it's fine turning this one into a bluff. Doesn't need to work all that often. What do you have? Oh, yeah, the straight, okay. 5 in the deuce. Yep, okay. So yeah, the 6 high straight, fair enough. Jesus, the chat is moving quickly. Yes, you did. I was very happy finishing that day down. What was it, like 50 euros? At some point we were down like 200. And yesterday, of course, we were up 11 buy-ins, like around 220. Oh, will do. So yeah, I need photos. Der Alte here as well. Welcome back, der Alte. So for now we're down roughly 3 binds. 1.5 of them were quite nasty. Top trips, other guy had a bottom set, had a full house, we had all the outside greener. They actually got it, but the other guy made quads, so nothing to do in that spot. But watch the chips get moved in the wrong direction. But I'm not bitching. Overall, things are going quite splendidly. Nope, not this time. Limp pot, we flop top 2 and a flush draw and a blocker. The old, that's indeed what it means, Kippery. Although by now you will have received the answer already, I'm just realizing. It's this guy. I do want to play a lot of hands against him. If he comes over top, of course, I'm letting it go rather quickly. Yeah, checked out the PLO 50 table, because it has a really high average pot size, if there's any value in short stacking, but nope, don't think so. Maybe a bet fold. Gonna bet any club river, not club diamond river, of course any jack. Probably any, and probably the ace pairing, otherwise I would check, give up. Would I? I don't know. I don't think I would. No. Der Alte, if it's for a male person, then Der Alte is perfectly alright. Das Alte would be for an old thing. Like the old bike or the old car would be Das alte Auto. But yeah, man, that Dirty Das stuff is just nuts. Which is why English is so much easier to learn. Alright, and just as we're speaking, my application... Hang on. Just got an answer from my application for an affiliation deal with RunItOnce. I'll also get an affiliation deal with The Matrix, which is quite surprising. That latter part is quite surprising to me. Okay, I'm gonna deal with that after the stream. That's quite nice. If we raise, the pot's gonna stay small no matter what. So let's just start by calling here. You know what? Maybe I should answer that email while streaming, because they want to set it up before the giveaway on Sunday, which I find very sweet of them. I'll deal with it in a few minutes. Okay, I need to Du hast mich. Yeah, that's how we spread German right now via Rammstein. That would actually be true. Of the collective old, it would be like the old Roman Empire would be das alte römische Reich. Du hast mich. No, I'm reading it in its entirety. Right to your left, well that's awesome. So apparently we have Kipri sitting here if I'm reading everything correctly. Is behind me, yeah. I trust he is. So we have top and middle, we have an open ender. Not gonna fold here. Unless there's some insane bet sizing. It's not quite it. Nah. Thought about it. Yeah. You do have a very nice hand here in the end. Nice hand, he says. Yeah, that sounds like Kipri. Really? You have the same hand? Are we splitting this? Then you shouldn't raise, dude. Because there's money there. It's a crime show. Yeah, I know. Yeah. I do know that as well. Started by betting here. Limp pot. Really? Well, okay. Double paired aces on the PLO 20 table. It's a good start. Take this one down. That's also quite nice. Do you care to come over the top, sir? Aces on the other table as well. I.e. here. Not gonna go for the pot size here, I think. Because I'm blocking the nut flush draw as well. Spot where I very often check. I was basically hoping he wouldn't go for the check raise on a turn. I'd rather bet it out if he had it. And so I'll deal with that email for a minute or two. Excuse me while I do that. I do know it. I haven't watched much of it though. Is King Queen Jack with the... Oh, okay. With suited ace, okay. I actually thought about going in there on the flush, but I had not a single heart in my hand. Couldn't quite bring myself to do it. Why the fuck am I in this hand? I shouldn't be in this hand. Okay. Die should have shoved. So close. Damn it! Oh, it's fine. Yeah, so I basically know of that series. I don't really know the series. Okay, that's a very decent turn. Of course! No, that he shouldn't have raced there. I'll stick to that. That was a pretty stupid race. Okay, finally we're chipping up a little across the tables. Yeah, sorry, it'll take 2-3 minutes to answer that. I'd rather get it done sooner than later. Get raised here by a really tight razor now. Pretty close to laying this down against him, to be honest. I think I had a similar spot in yesterday's stream, when it turned to be out exactly right. Next time I will. He's 3-betting 4%, so that's aces, pretty much almost exclusively. Sorry. Let's do this first. I'll let you know how it ends, okay? And here, I actually didn't need to turn the flush. Would have preferred not to. For some strange reason. So I'm gonna check behind. Didn't want to turn this into a bluff. Oh, of course, Kippery. I keep forgetting that it's Kippery here. Oh, it doesn't change anything. Against an unknown, I would have played it the same way. Yeah. What's going on here? This guy 3-bets. Default. Also a super tight 3-better, but a little bit of a different hand here. Also double suited. Probably have to go with this. Not happy. Not super excited. Okay, he doesn't have a flush draw. That's awesome. Yeah, come on, don't screw me over. No! Always on microgaming. Always they give me the little bit of hope, and then bam! That's a brave pot-sized bet there. Nothing going on the tables, not missing anything right now. With sort of a hand up here. Okay. Pot sized. Yeah. Fair enough, fair enough. This guy can fold. We do have a queen, we have a lot of backup, and we can make the nuts. That was kind of unexpected here. Ah. This time we didn't want to give it up, huh? Got called here by a jack high flush. Too bad. He checked. He raised before the flop I called. He checked the flop, and I figured this kind of player with a flush draw, and especially he's given that he had a pair as well, would see bet very often there. And so I hoped he wouldn't have a flush draw. Okay, almost done. Four ways, we're not calling this. No doubt. Alright, done and done. I think, let me just look it over. Yeah, looks good. Okay. Yeah, luckily we didn't miss anything. Sorry for being a little bit distracted there for a minute or two. You prefer not to do that while streaming. What are these guys up to? German precision, yeah. Apparently not in that spot. What the hell? Yeah, that it happens to me sometimes too, Kipri. Not all that often, but sometimes I sit here like, why am I still having cards? Why are there cards in the middle and I'm in this? German discount. Glenn is an idiot, yeah. But, you know, idiot with chips, he cashed out, like, he was up, he was sitting with 4 binds earlier, now he's sitting with 3. Well. Blue is solid, blue is a little bit too aggressive, a little bit too loose. Yellow and red is solid. And orange is friend of the stream, like here. Just tough to differentiate between yellow and orange, you admit. It was an odd bet with the aces, right? I thought so too. A little bit ambitious for that SPR. On that flop specifically. This kind of surprised me. Lucky as river indeed. Random Shell nicely said, we're allowed to be arbitrary and contradictory. Let me get you so far. Okay, caught up with the chat as well. Alright. So, how are things? Are there any more tables? Well, there are, but they pretty much suck around the board, like, yeah, pretty much across the board. This one is alright. Okay, so there's one on microgaming that's interesting, and I'll open up an additional PLO 10 table on RunItOnce then. Okay, more poker. More concentration on poker. I promise. Yeah, der Alte can't play yet. Denmark can't play just yet on RunItOnce. Flop a top pair and that's pretty much it. Apologies in advance. Now hard draws are a little bit less interested now, calling even if they like turn a pair, turn the jack or something. And he is not going to call with anything that we beat. Not sure how often he would be bluffing here. So yeah, if he turns those jacks, then there's not much we can do. He had the 10s as well, he had Jack, 10, so a bluff very likely would not have worked. That is fair enough, I think. So, how we doing? How we doing? On micro, we're down like 65. And on RunItOnce. Yeah, I don't know, on RunItOnce I think we're down like 20. So we're down 4 mines, something that area. I know, Gloryman got that bounty. What's the gutter top pair if not folding this? He has 10s again. Oh, just an open end. Nah, was it an open ender? No, he had a wrap, fair enough. The turn was so nice though. Hail to the Redskins! Back at the channel, nice to see you! If you haven't heard, Hail, we're gonna move up to PLO 50, unless we gotta go on a huge downswing. But we're gonna move up to PLO 50, that's the plan next week, and we have a huge giveaway to celebrate that very fact this Sunday. Stream starts at 6, giveaway starts at 9 Central European Summertime. We are giving away 1 month of Elite membership for RunItOnce training, 1 month of the PLO matrix, and 5 gift subscriptions for the channel. So yeah, be there or be a rectangular thing. Gonna check here. Turn to pair. The giraffe is tier 1. I needed something for tier 1. And I need to have it redone a little bit. It's a little bit small, I feel. Could be a little bit larger. Mr. Humanity, as in oh the humanity, or? And no, take that back. You've been nothing but nice to me. I'll take it back. I'll take it back. Let's check here. Check here once more. Take it down on table 2 for a change. So things haven't been really going our way, but on the other hand, I can't claim I've been playing my best game so far, so deserve it a little bit. Not all of the binds we lost though. Got the money in decently quite a few times there. This table is pretty horrendous too now. There's one, well there's 2 spots I guess. A huge splash down here. Can't do anything about it. Never got my CV. Francis. Yeah. Thanks, hey, Redskins. Appreciate it. Yeah, we hope you will be here for the giveaway. It'll be fun. What's this guy's name? Pandamania. Maybe I can just use the search function, check out where the microgaming, the crazy microgaming dude. Figure out where else he's seated. Right, there we go. Up here against this guy. Obviously it's a call. Yeah, I had to put something for the tier 2. Now that I made the pot button tier 1. Gift we're crashing. Then I go, right, I get that reference. No, I get that reference. I've seen that clip. Sure. I think that's fine. He doesn't come over the top often at all. And well, we'll see what he'd. Okay, then we'll just repot it for 100 BB. Top 2 flush draw. Ooh, hang on, before we can do that, I need to sit down at another table. Come on, right away with the flush. I had 2 of them too, Jesus Christ. I just want you all to hear it. I just want you all to hear it. Well, nice hand, nice hand. Yeah, the ace is not flush draw, not what she can do. Yeah, that's true, random. That's true. I'll keep that in mind. I mean, table 3 down here is very sweet. On table 4 we have position on the Pandamania gentleman. Which is also nothing to sneeze at, but yeah. Actually, table 1 does suck quite a lot. Not only do we have Kippery to our immediate left, which isn't great at all. These people are all asleep. I'm not for a change. Yeah, I think we'll let this table go. Glenn, did he? Oh yeah, in the splash pot. I saw. Oh no, thank you. With the deuce in here, I'm not gonna defend. Yeah, no, especially not 3 ways. Definitely not the hand for it. Start checking back the nuts on the river to back my position. Need to balance it in position checking range. Closing the action checking range. That's so very important. Yeah, unfortunately against MP Dockel, unless he has his off day, we're never getting called there a lot with the queens. But thank you. Good for morale. Well, he is pretty foldy actually, that guy. I'll go with 1 bet here. Yeah, I went with that one. Unfortunately got the bad news right there on the turn. I'm glad that you would have done the same. Jack 3, huh? Interestingly call. Yeah, I guess probably makes sense for half pot. Top pair, flush draw, and a gutter. Wait, what was the action here? Right. I could call. Somehow I'm not in a gambling mood, but I'm in the mood to play for some big pots. Seem to be down like 5 binds or something like that. Always action on this table. Always action with Glenn. I choose to read his name as Glenn the First. So here we're down, I think on RunItOnce we're down 30. Yeah, that's probably true. Didn't quite look at the balance. And on, so we're down 110. Yeah. Sounds about right. Guys, now I've been raised on another table up here. Go for the check raise here if I can. With all the sixes. And a flush draw is back up. If he comes over the top, of course, I'm letting it go. Very nice. In his splash pot, we have a sort of decent hand. Gonna take one off for the if he gives us a discount here. Because he didn't raise full pot, I think. Did he? Ah, he might have. Yeah, sorry about that. I thought the splash was a little bit larger and he gave us a discount with the raise sizing. My bad, my bad. Top set, but he says nice, so he's a gracious loser as well. And if money moves clockwise, then this will spell nice things for us in the future. Okay, for 10 cents, you know, we're not folding. Top 2 and a flush draw, huh? Interesting. The world is your mollusk, indeed. So with the flush draw and the top 2, even on the straightening turn, I figured a call is alright. He checks and that might mean good things for us. Yeah, take one down. I'm not in a gambling mood. I'm a little bit... Maybe a total lie, maybe I'm a little bit... I had a top pair, sir! Was it a 9 out or no? It was more. I had the flush, did not flush, I had the gutter, and I had various 2 pair outs and trip outs. Must have been more. Behind all sets? Yeah, well, sets. I think I wasn't doing too horribly against sets, right? This guy. Let's watch this. Bound to be more interesting down here. This is a fold. A little bit tempted because it's Panda raising, so I need to pay a little bit attention to that. He's actually on one of our tables. He was good for a few buy-ins so far. Yeah, oh, EV against him. Is EV-wise, we're up 91 euros against this guy alone in 600 hands. And he had a 10-9 and deuce, so the almighty... whatever that was hand. Cracked aces. Folding here, so nicely connected hand. Turn a gutter. I really doubt we'll get to see a river card here. And this one goes, well, it was a min raise. Not following this to a min raise. Have we won it all in yet? Honestly, I don't think we have. Yeah, we're running a little bit under EV on micro, so that makes me feel better. We're running 250, something like that. Actually, almost 300 big blinds under EV there. So 60 bucks. I mean, of course I realized. Also, shut up! And various other childish things. I like the bubble. Nobody will like him. Oh. I'll get a sugar mama, throw some money around, buy some friends, and weed away. Oh, no hands anywhere right now. At least not for us. Okay, get one here. Oh, that's a whole lot of pairs. I think I want to turn this one into a bluff. Makes sense that I played jacks or kings exactly like this. Oh. Phew. Betting videos don't count. Though there are always big pots going on up whenever I check out this PLO 10 table up here. here we face a not quite pot-sized 3-bet, is that right? I think it is. Closing the action. Is he not loving this spot at all? So here, on an additional PLO 20 table, PLO 10 table, I'm sorry, came over the top because Pandemanias was the razor, and also this is a nice squeezing end. I'm gonna end up calling here. It's a second nut flush draw. You know what, he better do with 4 people. Maybe I should. Yeah, I don't think I should. Here's a 3. We make a... we take it down. We win a pot! Did you see that? Did you see that? Notify the authorities. That's a lot of double negatives. You can't know it won't work until you can't know it won't work until you try it. I liked it in the show IT crowd where one guy was sitting around singing like, you don't need no satisfaction. And the other guy goes, yes you do! You just used a double negative. A touchy. Right in my funny bone. That's a weird way of saying it, made me laugh. Okay, scratch that from the record please. Bailiff, have that scratched. I know it's not the job of the bailiff, but I'm talking myself into it deeper and deeper. I'll just shut up. It'll be a silent stream from now on. Oh, we have a very nice looking hand over here. We have a... Took that one, the other one down. We have a decent hand down here. Now we just need to maneuver the other table a little. Took it down on the table over here. You know what? Actually, I don't know what. What? What's happening? Hang on, too many things and stuff is happening. Took it down with a button raise there. What? Redskins! With the subscription, man! You guys are definitely making my night. 26 subscribers now, that is just insane. Thanks a lot for the sub. Thanks, Redskins, that's awesome. And it's helping right away. He decided to fold here. Jesus Christ! But that's quite a thing, appreciate it immensely. Not yet, and I won't be for quite a while at the stage where I go like, oh yeah, thanks for a month. I'm just overjoyed every time it happens, I truly am. Random chill, you get confused by a film star, hang on. Not by, with. I get confused by some film stars, but that's not what we're talking about. Tom Hanks, really? America's Dad? That's a nice one to get confused with. This one we're letting go. You give autographs. Oh, that's amazing. Hey, to the Redskins, in style in the chat with the Shazam. Sorry, I'm just catching up. Kippery, you're Larry at the PLO 10. Oh, you're doing nicely, it looks like. So, Kippery over here. Over here we had a, well, you know, double suited aces, but can't really justify it with 3 and a deuce. Would have been an ugly spot now as well. So I'm happy I'm not in it. You know, I tend to do that, which is why I bought a cat, like the first long time cat I had. I had him for 18 years. He died a year ago, and I bought him specifically as an excuse, so because I'm sometimes talking to myself, and of course it turns out that he was deaf, so couldn't hear a thing, and you know, it's not that great an excuse anymore at that point. You pot that indeed. What position was that? You know what? I don't know. I'll check it out. It was an unopened pot in any case, so there's no question about what to do. Cutoff. Cutoff was the position. By the way, this guy up here is turning out to be quite interesting as well. I think I've seen him in most of the hands that have been played on this table. Nothing going on for us at any table. Oh, the blue shirt left at the PLO 20 table. That's a pity. Let's hope he comes back. 30 entries at PLO 10. What is going on RunItOnce? That is quite a thing. Conversely, only 3 at PLO 50. That is really strange. We have never seen that at this hour. Usually there are like at least 20 entries there. Oh, sorry, wrong table. Gonna be a check. Like duh. Duh. Well, okay. Ain't gonna be a check then. Man, my host parents would scold me. It was told me off and I used the ain't. So in the end I used it just to wind them up just a little bit. Keeps people on their toes if they get wound up every once in a while. So we won! Almost one buy-in there. Yeah, so we're down like 5 now, instead of 5.5. Well, you know, now we're doing on RunItOnce. A little less than 5, we're down like 95 euros, something like that. What do I do up here? 6. I'm gonna raise this one for a change. Down here we're just gonna check. Wow. Now we might want to go with this one in the end, actually. If he comes over the top, we're yeah, we're going with this one. There's no real point in just calling, leaving that little behind. Just gonna put it in. Yeah, and he has high cards. That's wonderful. Come on, not with the flush draw. Now we have a flush draw and a perfect wrap. Yes! Yes! Woo, yeah. 3-bet pot. Oh, sorry about that. Yeah. Okay, take this one down. Took this one down as well. That's awesome. Womp womp, indeed. But man, I was really sad when he died. He was the best cat ever. But I'm not gonna talk about it right now. I'm just gonna make me sad. I have a new cat in my life, and that's... God, that sounds like one of those old cat ladies. I have a new cat in my life now. Other people talk like that about their significant others. But yeah, all is well. About dogs, because we are now on our with our third dog, all of the same breed, the white shepherds, and even though it's sad, somebody once said, best case scenario is that life is a succession of dogs. And I always like that saying. That's true for cats as well. Not gonna bet here. Played it 8 high rundown? Is it something I folded? Damn it. Why did it need to be this river? Question is, do we want to do anything about it? I think we'll give it a shot. We do have a club. Without a club I would just check. Cool. Ace is over here. Pandemania table. Gonna be a check. Yep. You have a pair from the board, which is sweet. Work. Right on random. Work comes first. Kipper in a hand. Oh, only caught the tail end of it. But you took it out. Nice to see. Decent hand going on up here. Yeah, and you know what? This guy is definitely a red tag, judging by his stats. Nothing we can do. It's all blue shirt, not money. I'm actually asleep at that table. Down here I'm tied aggro. Quite happy with that. Yeah, now we're down around 75. A little less, a little under 75. Awesome. Moving in the right direction. We were down 110 a little bit earlier. Against the min raise, sure thing. I have a gutter, backdoor flush draw, so i.e. not much. Turning a pair and the same gutter, which would be to a better straight now. I have a hand to take to battle against Kippery here. Top pair, gutter, no backdoors, no flush blockers. Yeah, let it go. A kapow indeed, Alter. That was a good one. Yeah, second all-in we won today. Can't do nothing up here. Wow, what's going on? Should we have been in here? Hell no is the answer. Oh, sorry. I'm gonna check against the small blind range. Oh, sorry, I had the wrong table in focus. I'll show you. My bad. Sorry, I'll show you the hand. On the button, I raised the ace-6-6-5, suited to the 6. This was the flop I checked, and on the turn he bet, and I decided to leave the stage. It does, der Alte. Some of it really does. It was all the music that I found bearable. If you hate a song that's playing, then let me know and I'll delete it from the list. Right, which is right now without the trance folder, and I think one of the house folders is up to 50 hours. So we can certainly stand losing a few songs there. About this one? Oh, we're MP. Sorry, I thought we were cut off. Let's check this one out. I can check it out right now because I'm gonna fold it to a raise. No matter what the matrix says. Check 8-7. Yeah, it shouldn't be. 9-8 would be fine. 8-7 is too disconnected from the jacks. So how about the cutoff then? From the cutoff it's fine. The 8-7 is the bottom of the jack-jack single suited jacks that can be played like this, that can be raised. And that one would actually be raise called. That's definitely interesting. Also interesting is having a set on this board as the pre-flop raiser out of position. So certainly gonna put some money in. Or bad cop movie, true! Also, yeah, very true. I mean the previous song, obviously, not this one. Here is spade rivers. I'm just gonna check behind. Question is what I'm gonna do here. With the 8 in my hand, I think I'm gonna bet it. The other guy had queen 9-9-5 with spades and took it down on table 1. So spades got him. Oh, we took this one down. Very happy about it. Two pair and the open-ender, huh? Backdoor flush. Ooh, in position. That's a nice, very, very nice turn. Without a single club, I'm gonna pot it. Also would do this with some bluffs, so all good. Against Panda, of course, yeah, we're calling. Briefly contemplated folding there, and wow. Up here, we're just gonna call. Ah, good thing we did. Right, so here we're gonna go in for the squeeze. That is a perfect spot. A min bet here by Buster. I think that's the way to go. Take it down. Let's see what happens up here. And you know, for a hand where we have no pair, this is a pretty much ideal flop. Just gonna put it in here. Here's a set. Wow. Oh, fuck off. Ah, well. We Cersei that track. We do indeed. We do indeed. So what did he call with there? What did he call the squeeze with? The good old 7-5-3-3. Okay. You can't argue with results, apparently. Just was he single suited? Yeah. So two pair are gonna have a tough time calling here. I don't think. Well, turn set of 5s would be something that calls me. River set of 4s. Pretty much it. Ace 3 is certainly gonna call me. I mean, don't get me wrong. So we're gonna have to take a note on this guy that he is super fun to play against. Okay, this crazy dude came over the top here. Decided to be a little bit sticky. Okay, so now we have the open ender and the nut flush draw. It's gonna make folding impossible. Was it 7-5-3-3? 7-5-3-3, single suited. Well, wonderful. Have the nuts for a change. 3 ways too. I dig it. Got one call, that's very awesome. So we win that bind back there basically that we just lost against the set of 3s. Of course he has the almighty 7-5-3-3 there, cause the squeeze in position. Why not? I'm not bitter. I'm just saying. I look over to the chat and the first sentence I see is nothing screams bush like 70s porn. Okay. Vintage of his PhD program, really? Fair enough. To the hamster embedding school, that's, yeah, that has to be it. Whenever I hear Buster, I think Arrested Development. Table 1 broke, so yeah, there's something to that. Kippery, you left, everybody else left. Thank you for the action, player. Times are much happier here in the limp part, where I decided to limp behind on the button. These guys are not crazy at all. See if I can find a few more interesting tables. Potentially, yeah. Okay, we have a porn discussion involving Barry Greenstein. That is an interesting turn of events. I have no input on that. Okay, this table might be breaking as well, but if so, we are prepared. I opened up an additional table on the side. PLO 20 table with another red text sitting there. This is a fold. I'll check it out once more in a moment, but I'm fairly certain it is with this. You know what? I think it's not with the 3 Broadways. I think it's fine. Ballaholic! Appreciate the follow immensely. Thank you very much. I think that was too nitty. Was it Ace, Queen, Jack 3? Suited to the Ace as well, right? Yeah. Let's see what's the move there. Small blind versus button. Yeah, I think... No, I was right. Jack 3 is it is a fold. Phew, okay, I had myself worried there for a moment. Jesus, I have a tough time catching up with the chat all over. To eradicate obscenity. Wow, that's curious. Kibri, I have the same problem sometimes where I completely forget to check my balance at the start of the session. Ooh, 9 buy-ins in 3 sessions, awesome. Happy to hear it. Against this guy, who seems to be very crazy recalling the double suited aces, the other guy is never gonna come over the top, basically. As far as we know. Not gonna fold. Up here we now have an open-ender. Set on another table, which is pretty sweet. Yeah, so this one we need to let go. This one we need to let go as well for a pot, and here we're gonna pot ourselves. Okay, table 3 broke here. Get min raised. What the... Okay, let's do the overway then. Okay, don't screw me over. Thank you very much. That was an ambitious call right there. Top pair and an over pair, I guess. With me betting into, how many was it? Like three guys. Nice! So now we are up an additional buy-in. I deem you up. Verily to our to God. Okay. You do, Kipri, that would be awesome if you move up to PLO 20. Most importantly, yeah, you know, it's gonna be awesome for you, I hope. And also for RunItOnce, because we need another player propping up the PLO 20 pool. When, as soon as I move up. Hopefully, you know, barring any downswings. Leave all the fish without an angler. Chowser! Ups 10 buy-ins! Awesome! Awesome! I'm so very happy to hear it, man. Keep it up, keep it up. Random, it is. It is. There is Queen Jack 3 is a fold. Interesting enough, the Jack 4 and Jack 5 would be raise folds, and then there's a gap between like the 6 to 7. Do I still have it open? I can just show you the matrix in a moment. Probably makes it easier. So yeah, for this spot, okay, we're not folding. Oh, we got lucky against him. So the Jack 5, Jack 4 would be raised folds. Jack 7, Jack 6, 3 deuce would be just folds. Jack 8, 9 would again be raised fold. And the very best connected Jack 10, both Jack 10s perfectly or not so perfectly single suited, or the 10, 9 would be raised calls. Right, we're not gonna pot it. There's no need for that. We're certainly gonna bet bet large, having not a single heart. Now he would need to have. This guy I'm basically putting almost always on aces in a spot like this. So we would need to have aces or jacks or aces or 10-8 to have a speed. I'm gonna go for the bet fold. Prefer that to checking. Nice, very happy with that. And I'm just realizing we're deep against him. I'm gonna leave this table. Is gonna be the short answer to what I was just thinking. Would love to keep playing against Panda in position, but this guy, not so much. The best Uber drivers. Sounds like a very specific comment, like there's a story behind that. Oh, there you go. I'm on the fence about this song. I can tolerate most of the elements in it, but this high-pitched noise, whatever that's supposed to be, man, I don't know. You let me know. Okay. Jacks, huh? Damn it. Yeah, I don't know. You know what? We have so many songs. I think we can Cersei this one. I'll hold off on the trigger finger unless, you know, maybe one of you loves the song. I doubt it, but let me know. Otherwise it's gonna go the way of the dodo. As is this table going to. Maybe get raised on the... That's the PLO 10 table, by the way, I believe. Yep. So that's table jazz. I'm gonna mark that one so I don't resit. For such a small bet, it's iffy. But I can't fold it for this bet. This doesn't help at all. When it comes to our decisions making process here. I'm gonna call once more. We beat all the other kings. Okay. Yeah, no. I think I'm gonna kill this track. No matter what you guys say, I don't think I like it. Okay. Let's turn a queen. I DJ'd mostly in small clubs. Not proper rave parties. I was a trance DJ. I can put some stuff on SoundCloud sometimes, some of my old stuff. And then because it's tough to describe the music that I liked. I was very particular about when I bought records. I guess you already noticed when I kill tracks. So that sometimes there's a single sample, a single noise, single instrument where I go like, oh hell no, that ain't gonna be on my turntable. A trance DJ, yeah. With, as I said, with a particular taste. The old Paul van Dyk sets, everything like 10 years ago or older, are He's a D. He's in my world he's D DJ, and so the music I mixed was pretty much exactly that, pretty close to that. He encapsulated my music taste pretty perfectly. For the check raise here, that's perfect. This guy has a huge stack as well. Would love it if you bet. Yeah, that's awesome. Now, if he comes over the top, things are going to be really interesting. And here I'm going to go for the check call, I think. Could go for the... Yeah, maybe he wants to bluff. A lot of stuff missed. Yeah, an open-ender and a flush draw, fair enough. Against this guy in this spot... I'll go for it. He has 2 pair right now. Come on, do it for us. Play. Yes! Yes! Oh, very, very nice. Ooh. Found a lone PLO 20 table with 3 green tags, so 3, well, I guess fish would be the old way of saying it, like loose passive players. Not a wreck inside here. That's nice. So let's take a tally here. I think we are up 2 binds more than last time we checked, which has been a while. On RunItOnce we're down. I know that, I do know that. Looks like this table is... Well, let's see. We'll stick around. I was gonna say it looks like it's breaking. Right, so RunItOnce. Ooh, RunItOnce we're down a chunk and a half. So RunItOnce we're down 3 binds, around $60. Really? Feels slightly wrong to me, but nah, we didn't have any crashes, anything, so yeah, no, that's probably alright then. Probably forgetting a hand here. And on micro... Oh, that's... Okay, on micro we are actually in profit now. So in total we're down, what did I say? We're down 60 there. So we're down 50. We're down somewhere in that area, in that neighborhood. I could have folded this one, to be honest. Yeah. So instead of having been down 110, it feels very nice to only being down 50. It's gonna be a race now at this point. Hang on. First of all, what's the c-betting frequency out of position? Pretty low. How about turn probe bets? Do I have a turn probe here anywhere? No, I don't. I'll be honest, the reason why I waited so long, it's way over the top to assume that, or to even think that, but the only thing I was worried about was a turned set of 5s. It will suddenly lead out, so I was trying to figure out in the stats if he probes often after checking the flop or not. That's a little bit too cautious, I admit. But you know me, I can be a bit nitty. Ooh, Tiesto, ooh. Sober the whole time? Nah, that's too bad. I never did the stuff that, you know, people associate with raves, but having a doobie and listening to very decent techno music, that quite frequently was a highlight. Those days are behind me, not beyond me. Got a lead here actually. Seriously, this track. Yeah, good to have confirmation. No regret having let here. Yeah, we're gonna let it go. Here's a 3, I had it already. Wonderful. He had the other queen covered, so we were drawing to one out, basically. Yeah, not basically, we were drawing to one out. Here we have a whole bunch of pairs. He called a min bet on the flop, 20 cents, which is why we're still in this hand. Just check out a few more tables, see if they're nice. And here, you're closing the action, yeah, maybe. It's probably, I've been very too careful with these hands in the past, I feel. Another G. We get led into, which is interesting. And here... you check the turn. Happy to take it down. What are your thoughts about this race there? Like, fairly deep. We were a little more than 200 BB deep. I'd be curious about it. In case you haven't seen it, it was this spot we flopped top 2. I guess we had a blocker to the Broadway. We have a backdoor nut flush draw here. This guy is pretty active, also when it comes to his betting. Yeah, I was a little bit careful there for a few minutes, Kibri. I don't have a good rationalization for why. Question is, what do we do here? We raise fold. Calling is probably also not horrible. Yeah, gonna stick to those guns. He's raise happy. We haven't seen him 3-bet in a very small sample size, but still double suited kings with them. Yeah, I'm gonna let these go. Yeah. I said it about 4-betting all the time. I know, I know. Now I was a little bit out of it here for a few minutes. It probably was a table where I was deep, and the other guy was deep too. So we have some juicy opponents. We have this guy, 3-bet of 29, 4-bet of 33. And we have this guy, who we don't have many hands on, but especially now that like if a person leaves the table, I have my HUD set up so it filters the hands. So once we are 5-handed, it'll only show 4 and 5 hands that it collected playing 4 and 5-handed. If you show play 4-handed, it'll only have like 4-handed hands, and so on. So we don't see the total amount of hands. But he's deserving his red mark as well. Coming across as a proper maniac, and what's... Certainly gonna call. There's a PLO 10 table I'm gonna open on the side because it looks so very nice. Average pot of 8. That's equal or only 2 of the 6 PLO 20 tables that are open have a higher average pot size. Let go. Okay. Thanks, random. What the F is going on? There's a PLO 50 table with an average... Oh, now I see why. With an average pot size of 50. That is beyond crazy. Like a really good PLO 50 table on micro has an average pot size of like 25, which there are 2 of those as well. There's a very special customer on that table. I might actually keep it open on the side, see if a seat opens up. Here, we started by checking, I believe. It's a very decent card. Can shut down on turn, yeah. Yeah, I like it. Ah, yet a 3, okay. Yeah, sad occasion. Almost checked the river too. I would lead here with blockers as well. You only lose once. But turn is YOLO time. Yeah. Okay. I think that's exactly how I played it, right? Got the aces on the 1 PLO 10 table we have up here. I still laughed. Just made it up? Maybe your memory is fading. So it has been someone else? Somebody is stealing your made-up jokes? This shall not stand. Gotta check it once more. 4 ways we're checking here. Make it straight. It's backdoor hearts. We have a heart in our hand, so who knows? Maybe it'll turn out that we are good. Ooh, wow. Oh, we are. Wow, check out these stats. Of that guy. 85, 45, so a raise, VPIP preflop raise. 3-bet of 23. 4-bet of 16. I mean, we've seen crazier peeps. Wow. Up here, we're letting this one go. Cool. What do you have there? He called with Queen High Flush. And a 7 in his hand too, wow. The 50k button is some sort of, what's it called? Can't quite come up with a, like a tag, something. I can't come up with a proper word right now. For, apparently I played some 50k tournament. I lost it to what it's called. Like a badge, that's it. You can put different badges next to your name on micro. In the cutoff, maybe. Now, even though there is a crazy player sitting on the PLO 50 table, I'm kind of torn if I want to sit down, if I want to short stack today. Take the variance hit. Flop on open-ender, or turn on open-ender, I should say. Huh. It's kind of fortuitous. Okay. Would you care to have sevens? Ooh, that's a beautiful card. That's a beautiful river. If I was out of position, I would check this. It completed so much. Didn't complete enough, apparently. So we're doing on micro. So on RunItOnce, unchanged. On RunItOnce, we're down around 60. So 3 binds. And on micro, we're up $5. So we're down 55, yeah. All good. Yeah, you know what? I'm not getting tired of that sound yet either. The Shazam. And this would be a beautiful table to sit on that PLO 50 table next week, but I'm sticking to my guns. I'm not devaluating the Sunday celebration stream with the giveaway by playing full stack PLO 50 before that. Dire Straits. That's a valid question. The reason is because half of these binds are from PLO. Around half of them are from PLO. Awesome. Are from PLO 10. Actually, we move to PLO 50 next week, next Tuesday. There is a seat open at the PLO 50 table. Yeah, okay, yeah, you got it. I know it just seems late. I'm a nit when it comes to bankroll management, Dire Straits, and I regard my the easy but not quite short answers. I regard my bankroll as absolute, as in I don't easily can or easily want to add on to it, and so I'm very nitty. And so I want to have 100 buy-ins for the stake I'm playing at, which I'm not quite having right now, at least on my poker bankroll, but I have some money on the side, which I can, worst case scenario, put in. Long time if you stream to sit. Yeah, you know what? Random, you've never given me bad advice. I'll close it once more. Not that long today. Only 2.5 hours at this point, and I didn't stream the afternoon. But yeah, I really don't want to take the variance short stacking. And with there were actually at least 2 really crazy dudes. It's a superb table, but they're, you know, superb tables come around every once in a while, so it's not a huge deal. Passing up on one. Yeah, I don't want to play their full stack today, and yeah. Yep. I like the crazy when I'm not tired. There's also that, yeah, and I'm not entirely sure I'm playing my best game. Not playing my worst game, but I think you're right. I like it. Now, if you could see a way to come over the top, that would be awesome to the max. Or you, for that matter. Ooh. I guess kings can call here, but I don't wanna. I don't wanna check here versus two opponents and have them like turn a set, turn a full house on me. Flops to nuts, nice. Actually, we did see. Yeah, right. That was awesome. That flush redraw. Oh, we flop pretty nice on the off-screen PLO 10 table. Without a single heart, well, there are not really any straights to protect against. Now we're gonna go for... Yeah, we're gonna go for pot, trying to build a pot. I think this guy likes... he can fold rivers apparently, but on turns I've yet to see him fold. Thanks, brother. Yeah, that went well. Okay. Okay, so now we are only down 30. 1.5 buy-ins. Things are moving up. Now this one I honestly don't know. I think it's... Let's call it. I don't know what to do with it. Let's check it out. Raise calling is probably not horrible. Yeah, I think... What is he? Oh, he's the button. He's the button. Then I like raise calling maybe a little bit better. With the big blind. Oh, with the big blind, yeah. Big blind versus button. Got a backdoor. That's a little bit too large to call with this guy behind. Would have loved to see a turn here. Was Jack 10? Okay, it was Queen Jack 8-7. Queen Jack 8-7. That has to be a raise call. It is indeed. Even the 8-6 would be a raise call. Yeah. Shortly after it hit that button, I was like, wait a minute. That is probably something Kippery is gonna be shouting at me about. No, but I'm just saying that's probably a little bit too nitty. That's what I mean. Yeah, so I completely forgot the Irish trades. Welcome back to the channel. It is welcome back. I believe you were here at some earlier point. Ooh, since I don't know if the Nightbot spammed it yet. On Sunday we're gonna do the celebration stream of, you know, the countdown to PLO 50 basically. Ooh, that's nice. And for that we have a sweet giveaway actually. Run It Once has been so very nice and are giving away, allowing me to give away a month of elite training for Run It Once. And this guy, by the way, is not the original Razor, I think. Or 3-bet or whatever it was. Hang on. Okay. Need to fade the flush and now the straight. Command. Yes! Yes! Helping immensely in the endeavor to get back to even. So, giveaway. 1 month of... What was I saying? Run It Once Elite. 1 month of the PLO Matrix. And 5 gift subscriptions for the... 5 subscriptions for the channel are gonna be part of the giveaway as well. Stream starts on Sunday at 6 o'clock PM Central European Summer Time. On 7 o'clock Central European Summer Time, at 7 o'clock, we are gonna be playing the home game tournaments, which means we have a 2x20 PLO tournament on Stars. And a play money tournament. The play money tournament has an added prize pool of $5 divided up by the top 3 finishers. And in both tournaments, there's going to be a €1 bounty on my head. And finally, at 9 o'clock PM Central European Summertime, the giveaway will start. So, if any of that sounds interesting to you, then if you want, check back in with us on Sunday. It's going to be a hoot. The home games certainly always are. Build holding top set. I think that was down here on table 4. Let me check that. that hand. Wasn't that hand? Wasn't that? Which one was that? Let me see if I can find it. Oh, I think that was on the off-screen table, on the PLO 10 table there. Yeah, yeah, that one where it did in fact just call, right? That's where the one where you said call. So then I did what you would have done as well, apparently. Cool. Right on cue. Right on cue. Yeah, Kibri, yeah, I agree. Actually, I think that's a pretty big leak to do that in reality. In the micros. Interesting spot. I think it's a very crazy 2-12. Gotta check it, we're not gonna win a huge one. Unless somebody caught a big piece. What a turn. Oh, it's unfortunate that we're blocking that flush draw. Here we have a wonderful situation against Panda as well. Here. Panda folded on that table where we had the aces. Wow, the other guy has a pretty horrible hand. Almost drawing that. He has... Does he have an out? 5, 6, I don't... Another 5 would have given him something. On the table with the top full house, the Shazams keep rolling in. Ooh, that's also a nice part for this hand. We could come over the top here. Wow, we get another decent spot here with aces. This time double suited with a king and a... I mean, here we're gonna go for it. We have, yeah, we have both backdoors. You have a pair from the board. Is what it is. Other table I folded. Down here I folded. Sorry, I thought the board was still visible. Not super excited about the spot. No, come on, heart. Oh, yes, a straight flush, but are we making... Okay, we only lost 350 there, because he made a straight flush. Whew. Whew. Still good stuff. More aces down here. Actually, it's spelled incorrectly. The Shazam would be with that Shazam, that like the magical Shazam, not the one from Magic, not the one from the movie. Would be with 2 Z's or Z's. I always forget how to say that letter. Which is embarrassing. Raphael, I love the PLO matrix. Disclaimer: I'm now getting it for free. But I've paid for it over a year, and I don't regret a thing. It's awesome. For pre-flop stuff, it is unparalleled. For me at least, because I'm a visual learner. So I benefit by seeing it nicely, neatly arranged. And it's... I'm gonna let this go. It's just so easy to... The ease of use is awesome. You do like... How many clicks do you do? Just 2 or 3? Let me check. 2. 2 clicks, and you have the hand that you're looking for. Raphael, in case you want to buy the PLO matrix at some point, and if you want to support the channel at the same time, I will be an affiliate for them in the future. So if you want it, if you ever think about buying it, then you can use the affiliate link, which is going to be on the channel soon. But in all, truth be told, this is not why I told you that I like it. I told you that because I do. Been using it ever since it came out. I don't know how long that has been. It's roughly a year. And I've paid for that one. I paid without interruption. the whole time until last month, I believe. And haven't regretted a single day. The most important tool for my game. Most important in this hand is that we have the nut flush now. Really hope he can bet again. Really. I'm still too passive in these spots that I hope to get a check raise in on a turn, which is not the way to do it. Really hope we can find a check here. Doesn't have a full house. Hating life. Woo! Good stuff. Up 42 with rakeback, 47, so we're down less than one buy-in now. Too bad with a straight flush, we would have been even now. But would have, should have, could have, can't complain. All is good. All is well, rather. Call coming up. Random Chill. Always enjoyed immensely when you're on the channel. Thanks for coming by and being here, being around. Just what am I doing? Just gonna check here. That's a pretty awesome river. Triple ace is on another table. Actually, this table I might want to leave as well. Yeah, I will. Not because I'm deep, that was like the initial thing that made me go like, yeah, but there's no spot on this table anymore. All yellow text, everybody is tight. I'm gonna call here. If he has the king high flush, he has the king high flush. I'm not folding the queens there. Good for him. Which table is that? JD. Need to let this go, naturally. The Iceman Fall-ins. Me? Well, that's certainly that's a very nice thing to hear. Don't quite have a reply for that one. Oh, maybe that was the one with the shade flash where I wasn't so Ice-man-y. Now I confused myself. Now I'm completely unsure if that was meant in a sarcastic way or not. Raphael, that's awesome! That you would consider doing that. Thank you. I don't know yet. I think it's in a vacuum. I would say next beginning of next week, possibly this weekend. Gotta call him down. I'm gonna call him down, I'm gonna stick to that. Yeah, twice, huh? What do you think, Kipri, about those two call downs with the king, with the second and third nut flush? Curious, what would you have done with the queen hand there and now just here? Oh Jesus, a lot of stuff happened on Discord. Hang on, let me just check for a moment. So it's just gonna reply. It's regarding the affiliation of for RunItOnce training. Luckily, we're not missing anything at the tables right now. No huge pots that would be worth observing either. Certainly something to observe up here. Where we have ace, ace, 8, 4. Gonna leave this table now, because the exciting player left. There's a fun player, but these dudes... Nah, I think I'll ditch it. Huh, it's pretty funny. Okay, now the table is breaking, making my decision much more straightforward. So, sorry, that's all taken care of. Right. Okay, we have middle set on a flush board, not blocking any of our full house outs, which is sweet. Oh, quads will do it. Okay, I'm gonna catch up with the chat. Raphael, yeah, I mean, you know, truth be told, I think the Matrix is rather expensive, but I still think it's worth it. Just being able to look up the hands so quickly over and over is, for me, is huge. And it's not like No Limit where you can just have a chart and memorize it. There's just, you'll never be able to memorize everything. So repetition helps, that you can look up the stuff over and over, and quickly too, and me at least. You build up like patterns. Like you notice, okay, there's the solver prefers hands like with the Jack-10 combination, double suited, whatever, or with the 5-6 combination. And so after a while I can, like I always, like when I see a matrix of a hand, there's some weird spots in there, like everything is check call or is raise fold, and then there's two that are like raise call. Then I either try to figure out what's special about these hands, or if there's nothing that I can figure out, I assume it's for balancing ranges, and thus for me not important at these stakes, at least not really. But yeah, doing that I build up patterns. I notice like, okay, Jack-10 is important with high cards, and 5-6 with a pair or whatever, or with the ace-king. Even single suited is fine. These are not necessarily true examples, just making that up on the off the top of my head. But yeah, I don't regret any 1 cent I spent on that. It is bound to help you much more instead of the guesswork. And you know, that's if you unaided, that's all you can do. You can like scrape together knowledge, like what makes up a good 3-betting hand, so you have a general idea, but you never know, like specifically in this hand, what I do. Is it horrible if I raise call? Is it horrible if I raise fold? Stuff like that. Kibri, you haven't paid attention. I can show you one, at least. Yeah, I can show you up here. Right. I'm not sure what the preflop action was. I think I raised the button. So I'm not really sure why I was in his hand otherwise. And on the flop he led. and then he kept leading like for a half pot, flop and turn, and like 60% or something, 75 on the river. And it just kept calling him down with the second nuts. No dice, at least not yet. We do have some full house outs here, backdoor flush. Not hugely important on this board. It's not that we're gonna be very sticky here. Time is it? I think it's alright. Check this out right away. And I can check it out now because I'm gonna fold it if somebody comes over the top, unless it's a super crazy dude. Nope. Okay. Queen, queen, 10-4. And effectively the cutoff, since Panda here is sitting out. Triple suited. Gonna check it once more. Might be good now. Actually, there's a good chance we're good now. If he bets, I'm gonna call. Queen, 10-4. So this table's down to three-handed. So it gets the axe. Note that I just want to say that, you know, to make myself feel better, I don't always leave when I'm deep. This table, there was a crazy person here who was also had us almost covered, but now three-handed. That's the point in time where I'm looking for the exit. So the queen, queen, 10-4, and it can actually be called. No, that was raise fold. Raise fold is perfect. And see, this is one of these spots where the matrix is hard to make sense of. Like, check this out. So these underneath the dividing lines are the badly single suited hands, in our case triple suited or not suited to the high card. Both have an equal worth apparently to the solver, equal value. So the queen queen 10-4 is a clear raise fold. The 10-3, however, can be raise folded or raise called, and that has to be like a balancing thing. There's no other. I can't come up with any reason why this should be a raise call sometimes. It has to be for balancing stuff. Why does it with the very lowest of the sidecards here? I have absolutely no idea. Okay, we're running low on tables. Let me see what's going on RunItOnce. Should be one PLO 10 table there. Yeah, cool. So let's move this one in position. Okay. It's not insane, but it used to be half of half that, yeah, as Capri said. That's why it kind of started to sting a little. PLO Mastermind and it's not bad, I'm definitely not maximizing edge for sure. Yeah. I can't actually, Raphael, I can't. I had a... But thank you for telling me. I keep hearing that. I had a maximum bind restriction on my account. I usually do that on all my poker sites. I'd like to add that it's not because I ever had a problem playing above my bankroll or anything, like ever. Never happened to me. Never did that. It's just I'm a little bit paranoid when it comes to online stuff. So I figured if somebody really hacks my account, they have to really work for to chip dump at PLO 20 and lower. Not only sometimes in the last 3 weeks, it's basically has been the norm. Basically no PLO 20, but always PLO 50. I'm talking always since like thinking about early afternoons, German time, until whenever I stop being online, 3-4 o'clock in the morning, Central European time. So yeah, always lots of traffic. Okay, I guess we can start another table, but three-handed. Nah. Ah, we have an additional PLO 50 table on. Sorry, what am I talking about? Now I'm confusing myself. Of course, PLO 10 table on micro. Oh, that's quite a flop. Did not raise an effect. You really, like, honest, do you really think that had anything to do with it? I always take these comments as a joke. Because Skippery does them sometimes in the RunItOnce Discord as well, and I always smile about them. I find it funny. But I never figured there's any grain of truth to that. We have a tough time getting called here. I guess this guy folds a lot of rivers. Might as well go big. Not reason. Yeah, sitting on 4 tables. One of them on RunItOnce, and let me see, is any of them still PLO 20? No. Only PLO 10 right now. Can't be helped for the moment. Get min raised, huh? Man, make the jack an 8, and I'm probably coming over the top against this guy. I think I still might, to be honest. Oh, I tell a lie, we do have a PLO 20 table for us. Now, how is that for a FN board? Wonderful. Hopefully. Hey, he has an open ender. Come on, come on, come on! Don't do me like that! Actually, truth be told, he had a wrap, but still. Nasty, nasty. Okay, so in that case, I'm gonna move the PLO 20 table to the main screen and have one PLO 10 table off the screen. Well, that couldn't have gone more horrible. More horribly. Couldn't have gone more horribly. Man, I need to talk to the Nightbot. I'll figure something out with the posting frequencies there. A little bit much. Like a lot of spam there at once. Don't like to have a spammy channel. But I see a bunch of people joined. So be told, on Sunday, on next week, we're moving up to PLO 50 to celebrate that very fact. We are having a very nice giveaway on Sunday, on the Sunday stream. Also the home games, which are always fun. But the giveaway includes 1 month of RunItOnce Elite training and 1 month of the PLO Matrix as well. Plus like a couple of gift subscriptions for the channel. Yeah, so if that sounds interesting to you, then be here on Sunday. Stream starts at 6 o'clock Central European time. Giveaway starts at around 9 o'clock, or at 9 o'clock. Man, that was nasty. What did the other guy have there? He was drawing that pretty much on the flop. At least he was in really rough shape. And this guy had the queen 10-10-9 single suited. Rough stuff. Pretty huge part in terms of big blinds. Yeah, he's so very active. We're gonna want to play a lot of hands against him. Cool. Coming over the top here with the double suited ace king 9-8. Sounds like the GTO thing to do. Ooh, another PLO 20 table, really? Very juicy one as well. What are we gonna do now? Right, so here, we're gonna let it go. Here we gonna play for a big one. That's awesome. Loving this spot. At this SPR I'm putting the money in. Okay, here's a pair, here's some gutters. Come on, really? I guess 2 pair would have hurt less, losing that one with 2 pair. Losing into the gutter is just nasty. So what are we gonna do about the tables? This is everything else here. That's yeah. Yeah, also true. Okay, good thing it's only PLO 10. Another suck out coming up, or you know, just happened. Take one off. Is this guy bluffable? That's the question. And we need to let it go. Can't be helped. A squeeze spot here against our friend Panda. Ooh. Pair, open-ender, not flush draw. Happily putting money in here. Here we get down to 3-handed, so I'm closing this one. A bit more room on the... That's amazing. Okay, so table... Hang on, let me get this out of the way so you can see the table numbers on the screen. Table 3 and table 4 are being PLO 20 tables. All the other tables are PLO 10. Call it a night. Thanks for the good luck and thanks for being around. Ja, Alter. Four of a kind here, huh? Against kings. Probably not gonna help Panda's state of mind. Yeah, let's observe this one. It's bound to be funny. He's 3-betting here as well. Here I'm cold calling. Because this guy is crazy. It might be crazy. And I would love to be in a hand against Panda. In position with kings, even though they're really crappy kings, but you know, I'm willing to take that gamble here. I think he's kind of losing it right now. If they both check, I'm gonna put a bet in here. Very happy to see that. Yes! Nice one. Ooh, I hope I had the right... Damn it. Did I have the wrong table there in focus? I believe I had. Hang on, I'll show you the hand history in a moment. So it was this spot here I called this guy raised, he re-raised before the flop. I called the 3-bet, cold called it with a hand that I usually wouldn't do that with, because we've just seen him lose a big pot and all that jazz. Flop went check on the paired 8. He bet small like a third, and then on the river he checked. Over here things are getting crazy once more. Aces against, yeah, something like that. He fits it with 2 pair. So he's in the gambling mood at this point. Not sure why I called that 3-bet. I don't think I should have. I'm pretty sure I shouldn't have. So on micro we're still up 15, so in total we're down 45, little more than 2 buy-ins. Took some nasty beats there. Got our money in very well, let's put it like that. The rest will take care of itself over time. Certainly some very active players, and you know what, maybe I'll close down the RunItOnce table. It's a little bit late, I think 4 tables are enough. We have a very nice hand on the off-screen table. Aces and we get to squeeze. Is what's up. To move it a little bit so I can check out the table behind, that I'm not timing out there. Nope, not yet. That is a very decent flop. Ooh, that's a very decent turn. Oh, we get caught. How awesome is that? Up 1 PLO 10 buy-in. So now we're down a little less than 2 buy-ins. Not gonna do anything here, just gonna check. Yeah, that's true. You can justify playing a lot of hands. No, I'm not saying you should play them, but so here chips are just gonna fly on this table. This dude is as crazy as this guy. We're gonna call behind here with the suited ace. Hoping to, you know, get really lucky, of course. Here we gotta bet fold this. I think that is fair. Yeah, we get called and have it. Now if people have a chance to get it. Yes, something I never considered. That's a decent point. But man, I left it tilting, at least the tilting hard. I'm not gonna say I left it behind me, but A, the streaming helps immensely with not going on tilt. And my short stacking, 1.5 years, or almost 1.5 years of short stacking, just scarred a lot of that tissue that is responsible for tilting, because the variance was absolutely insane. Of course, specifically when short stacking with 30 big blinds, because people are just gonna call you a lot. You're gonna get in a lot of multi-way situations, and yeah, variance was insane. Never had something quite like that. And I am so very much relieved and equally surprised by how tame variance has been so far. Let's watch what these guys are doing first. Because to date still, I think we had it 2 times or 3 times that the most we were down in one day was 14 buy-ins. That was sometimes it actually was like half an hour or an hour short stacking. Not a lot often, but it happened more often than I would have liked. I'm gonna cold call here as well. If he comes over the top, then I might fold this one. Took it down on the other table. Sorry, I didn't need to switch for that. Yeah, that's a good thought with live PLO. People do have a chance to gather themselves, don't they? Like that. Wait, let's watch this first. Panda's just cleaning out the table. I don't particularly like this line, to be honest. Should have just let here. Maybe check call. Not a huge pot down here. Man, chips are flying. This panda guy. So we're up another buy in EV just today against him. Let's see how much he contributed to the cause in reality. How bad or how good or bad have we been running against this guy? This year. Where's my stuff? Here. What's his name? Panda. It'll take me a moment to find him in the list. I'm curious. Go for 2 barrels. Yeah, in reality we're up 166 euros just against this gentleman, just against Panda here. Now that changes things a little bit. I'm gonna go for the check and honestly, I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do if he bets. Yeah, the jack blockers, okay. And I guess gutter himself, as did we. Yeah, and actually all the 160... No, in this month alone we took 170 from him. So I think there's some hands from the previous months, because he hasn't been around long, this Pandamania. At least not under this nick. He might have been on the tables with a different nick. And who are we doing worst against? Bury the Blade. Another dude. Not quite as interesting. Man, I would love to be in this with the double suited ace, but I can't do it with this one. Peculiar stats. Pre-flop raise is huge, 3-bet is almost non-existent, but the 4-bet is very high. Let's see. Yeah, and he had 21 opportunities to 3-bet, so only 3-bet one of those. Very peculiar. Okay, so for the 4-betting we don't have a large sample size there. 3 out of 8. It's a PLO 10 table, I believe, right? I'm not gonna... he is foldy on the river. Not sure if I want to... Yeah. Honestly, even though I didn't say it, now I can... I put him on pretty much exactly this hand, and I also had a feeling he's not gonna fold it. I put him on that straight. I mean, if he bets out there, if he sticks around, he's gonna have a straight pretty often. We're blocking the other straight, so it's not like that was a huge feat. But man, I don't know about the spot. He has been folding a lot on rivers. There is that. Maybe we're confusing that with someone else. That doesn't matter. What's done is done. They're playing for a decent one. Never mind. Just edit. Top 2, huh? Maybe checking isn't such a bad idea either. Okay, we take this one down, by the way. Here we could go a lot of ways. Make 2 pair, which is helpful. Here we flop the nuts for now. I'm gonna take off one more. We have 2 pair. We have the nut flush draw. It's the queen 9, huh? Interesting. So now we add additional outs. We have 3 pairs. We can make a full house. Yeah, of course you call with the pure flush draw. Well, okay, yeah, the queen as well, I guess. Yeah, it's what it is. So the latest tally would be that on micro we are up. How much are we up? Around 10, so we're down 50 for the day. I think, unless I missed something. Let me check. Yeah, actually I did. We're down a little bit more. 60. Yeah, not much more. Where to say 50? Yeah, we're down 50, 55, so around 3 buy-ins. It's not a huge deal. And we certainly got coolered here in a few all-ins. It's all good. Unfortunately, the You Got It crazy dude left. Judging by his stack size, he apparently took his money. Panda is sitting out. Let's hope he comes back. Real workable hands around right now. Ooh, awesome! Phil Gelfand retweeted my celebration tweet regarding the giveaway and where it said how many binds I'm up since RunItOnce opened. That's quite nice. That is quite awesome. Take this one down, that's also pretty sweet. Ooh. She gonna go for the check. How about another 5? Well, damn it, I should have specified. Not of clubs. Top full house is good. Or second top, whatever. Oh, Panda is back on all tables. That's quite nice. Man, this guy must have lost a bunch. I mean, sometimes I do see him with deep stacks. But this playstyle, this can't be profitable the way that he's playing. And he's been around every afternoon the last couple of days. Yeah, but I think we'll call it a night soon. 3-ways, there's no reason to c-bet here. Much more interesting down here. Let's hope Panda comes in for the race. Perfect. The cold call, really? You... Really? Have him tagged as a tight player. Can't really do much 3-ways here, or at least we shouldn't, I think. We do have the ace of clubs though. Might be useful. Well, not against the pot size then. And as much as I would like to play hands against him, this is not going to be the one if he raises here. If he checks, if he doesn't come into the pot, then it's a different story. I think this... No, I was just gonna say this one might be a raise fold. Let's check it out. Because not all the double suited aces are raise calls, even on the button, I believe. Let's check it out. No, never mind. All the double suited ace jacks, even if they're not perfectly double suited, as in, you know, not both high cards are of the same suit, they're all raise calls. Cool. Well, seeing that all the PLO 20 tables are now filling up once more, I decided to sit down on an additional one that's currently 3-handed. See if that one fills up as well. How's that for a turn? Down here is also pretty nice. We take it down on the other table with re-raise, or with the raise, not re-raise. So once more, or still, we're sitting on 4 tables. Fifth table is off screen, but now table 1, table 3, and table 4 are PLO 20 once more. Wait, that rhymed. And letting this one go. Up here. Okay, in that case we're letting it go as well. Not from under the gun. They're playing for a decent one. The hamster man has joined the party. Balls deep as always. Welcome back, hamster man. Some exciting news, man. The pot button is now available to our subscribers. Next week that part we are moving up to PLO 50, barring any unforeseen, horrible runs. And on Sunday, no matter what happens, we're gonna have a giveaway, and it's gonna be a nice giveaway too, because RunItOnce training has decided to provide a month of elite membership to the training site for one winner. The PLO Matrix has offered another month for another winner, and there are going to be 5 gift subs for the channel as well. I'm unsure. I think I'm going to try it here. Locking that flush. I don't think he's going to fold low flushes or medium flushes all that often. You are indeed, Hamsterman, you are indeed. Leading that bit cheering the cheering board. A very nice board to see bet on. I actually could have gone smaller here. Could have done the third bets, 1/3 bet sizing. Just gonna call. Yeah, and I was just very happy. My tweet, wow, about I had like a 3-part tweet about my results and the celebration stream and everything, and it got retweeted by Phil Galfond, which I, of course enjoyed. Also enjoying this immensely. Over here we're gonna come in for the squeeze. Here things are getting crowded. No dice over here. Gonna check fold. Let me check this one out if this is indeed a squeeze. Like, maybe I'm wrong sometimes. Ooh, he has a redraw. Come on! Make me a full house! Finally, some justice! We got outdrawn. We got the money in very well in the recent past. And we had some bad luck with it, man. We're down a little, not hugely. Like, latest update would be... let me check. Down like 2 buy-ins, something like that. Gonna call at this point if he bets, hoping he doesn't have kings. Yeah, he does have kings. How amazing is that? chips are flying over here. He has... What does he have? 5-3. This guy makes a flush. Need a pair and like a low wrap. Yeah, Pandamania is feeding it, has been feeding it for the last half hour. Just throwing chips in left and right. Got a bunch of nice hands. We got this one going for us for now. We got this one as well. Took it down on the other table with the open raise. The Queen 10 hand, whatever that was. Interesting spot. Start out by checking, maybe? I don't know. Yeah. Yeah. So many ways to lose this hand now. Wow. We have to let it go. Yeah. On the off-screen table, we get the aces. PLO 10 table. How are things going on your end, Hamsterman? You know, I don't even know. Do you play poker at all? Online? Completely forgot. Aces on... Wow, that's awesome. Of Panda. Are you missing anything here? We got a very nice aces down here. I'll keep you updated on those. Let's deal with these first. The other table you have a race in front with Panda as well. Money's going in. This SPR. It's a pair of 9s and various gutters. Come on, do it for me once more, really? Okay. That pair in the gutter, huh? Yeah, that's pretty much how we've been running the last 45 minutes. This guy potentially has the wrong tag. Pretty sure what tag to give him. He's a little bit confusing, this guy. We have the wheel. Money's going in. Yeah, against the 6-7. Fuck us. Jesus Christ. So he had the pure gutter there, is that correct? Oh man. Let's see if we can take this one down. Come on! I think I'm not tilting at all, but I'm starting... This session is starting to lose its appeal. Maybe it's time to call it a night soon. Man, that was a rough stretch right there. Jesus fucking Christ. Yeah, and you know what it might be, because Panda Man left all the tables. That is certainly sad news. This guy seems to be a lot of fun. Man, that was mean. That was just mean. So the graph for tonight so far on micro, it's pretty horrible in the ending there. Ran a little bit over EV, not hugely so. Also, we deserved that, having run massively under EV the last couple of... Not yesterday, but the days before. And you know, yeah, the last hands here. Ah, man. Nasty stuff. Just gonna check. I guess the pot size, bet sizing, we're letting it go. Nasty, nasty stuff. So how much are we down currently? Let's check. How much are we down on RunItOnce? Like 70-ish, I think is the correct number. We just lost almost 50 in the last couple of minutes, so this guy we're calling just because he is so super nuts. I'm gonna go crazy post. Split this one up, huh? Fair enough. So 70 there, here we're down 70, like 15, 17. So 80, 85. Around 4 buy-ins. I guess good thing that it's happening on PLO 20 and 10, not on PLO 50 yet. This guy is not particularly foldy. Just gonna check. Ace is down here. Up here we make all the pairs. You take it down. This is one to put the money in. King deuce 3. Yeah. Just gonna pot it here, that's the way to go. Let's see what fresh hell is this. Is it kings? Oh, come on. Okay, I see. That's how it is, huh? Yeah, probably a good point in time to let it go for tonight. Tomorrow shall be another day full of streaming, starting in the afternoon, 3 o'clock Central European time, I believe. More aces. Let's see how we fare with these. Here we have a pair of kings. Not sure why I'm in this hand. Oh, no, it's fine to be in this hand, actually. That is okay. Here, yeah, we're putting the money in very happily here. With the wrap, overpair, nut flush draw. Here, well, there would be a straight possible, but that one we'll have to take to the face if that's the case. Not sure if I'll fold this. Ah, man. Yeah, time to call it a night. I have a decent hand here. So sorry, Hamsterman, that I'm ending the stream right when you join us, but the tables are breaking down, and who knows, maybe I'm starting to tilt without realizing it. Here we have top set, second nut flush draw. That sounds quite alright to me. Aww. What a rough ride. Aces for the last hand down here. Last hand on this table. With an 8 in my hand. If I get raised, I'm gonna let it go. Not very nice over here. For the penultimate hand of the night. So we're finishing the day down like roughly $100. 5 buy-ins. Yeah, is what it is. It's been a fun stream though. Last 50 minutes, not so much. But the rest was very entertaining. Offspring! 1 in 5 times with aces. Well, not heads up. Not heads up. But thanks. It does help. Oh well, it is what it is. We've had worse streams. And better streams. We will have both again in the future. Thanks everybody for keeping me company at this late hour. And do not forget Sunday, the big giveaway stream. We have 1 month of RunItOnce Elite training. We have 1 month of the PLO matrix. We have 5 gift subs. And we're going to be counting down to moving up to PLO 50 on the coming Tuesday. Also, we have the home games, the play money tournament with an added prize pool of $5, the $2.20 PLO tournament, both of them PLO tournament, both of them having an added bounty on my head of €1 as well. And the stream starts at 6 o'clock PM Central European time on Sunday. Home game starts at 7 and the giveaways start at 9. That's it. I'll see if I can find somebody else to host, and otherwise, you know, I'll see you, should you choose to, should you want to, tomorrow, when I'll be back at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Right. So, I'm gonna cry myself to sleep. No, I'll sleep fine enough. Let's hope for a better session tomorrow. Thanks for being around, guys. Appreciate it.